Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dearest students, welcome. First of all, it is my kind request that those who have been subscribed channels so far may kindly subscribe it. Dear students, in this class, we are going to see what is a complex sentence and what are the rules to change a complex sentence into a simple sentence. Very, very important. What is a complex sentence? And what are the ways? What are the rules to change a complex sentence into a simple sentence? Come, let us see. The sentence, part 3, complex. Complex into simple. Video 116. Dated 26/7/223. The sentence, part 3, complex sentence. First of all, the first question is, what is complex sentence? If there are one subordinate class and one or more main classes, it is called a complex sentence. See, as Elilan is upright, he is respected by all. As Kayalguri worked hard, she got high marks and became a doctor. Dear students, in the first sentence, as Elilan is upright, one subordinate class. He is respected by all, one main class. In the second sentence, as Kayalguri worked hard, one subordinate class. She got high marks, became a doctor, two main classes. So, yeah, complex sentence is one which has only one subordinate class and one or more main classes. Okay. Now, see the examples for complex sentences. As Ronnie worked hard, she got good marks. When Kala finished her work, she left the office. As soon as Ali finished her work, she left the office. Though Moran played well, he could not win the match. Shakespeare was not only a writer, but also an author, but also an actor. After Kumar had got his degree, he went to USA. Before Viren became a teacher, he had worked in a bank. While my father was working in Madurai, I studied in Madurai. See, some 8 examples for complex sentence I have cited here. I have cited for you. Then changing complex sentence into simple sentence. Say, my dear students, to change a complex sentence into a simple sentence, we have to change the the subordinate class into a phrase. To change a complex sentence into a simple sentence, we have to change the subordinate clause into a phrase. To change the subordinate class into a phrase, we have to follow 3 rules. What are they? The first rule is the complex conjunction should be replaced by the phrase, consonant phrase. 1. 2. The subject should be changed into its possessive. But if the subject both in the subordinate and main classes are the same, then drop the subject. If the subject both in the main class and the subordinate classes are the same, drop the subject in the subordinate class. If the subject in the subordinate class is a name, take it to the main class. Okay, rule 2. If the subject in both the subordinate class and the main class are different, send the subject of the subordinate class into its possessor. That is the rule 1. Replace the subordinate conjunction by its phrase. Then, if the subject are the same, drop the subject in the subordinate class. If it is a name, take it to the main class. If the subject both in the subordinate class and main class are different, change the subject of the subordinate class into its possessive. Third, change the verb of the subordinate class into its possessive. That's all things. Then keep all the things as they are. You see? Change the complex conjunction into its phrase. If the subject both in the subordinate class and the main class are the same, drop the subject. If the subject is a proper noun, use it as the subject of the main class. If the subject both in the subordinate class and main class are different, change the subject of the subordinate class into its possessive. These are the things which I have already explained. Change the verb into its present participle. Then keep other parts as they are. That's all. Then these parts. Dear students, this tabular column. This is very important. Phrase, complex conjunction, and compound conjunction. I have explained it 3 or 4 times. Look at it. Phrase, complex conjunction, compound conjunction. In spite of, though, although, even though, even if. These 4, you can use anything as you like. But yet still, 3 compound conjunctions. So I use all other things. Now, let us see the examples. Though Tenmozhi is intelligent, she is simple and humble. Here we have to change though Tenmozhi is intelligent, we have to change this subordinate class into a phrase. As though, first one, phrase of though is in spite of. Okay. Then the subject is Tenmozhi. She. The subject in both the sentences are the same. Both the classes are the same. So take this Tenmozhi, the subject, into the second main class. Rule 2. Then rule 3. Here the verb is its present participle is being. That's all. Then keep all the things as they are. Though Tenmozhi is intelligent, she is simple and humble. In spite of being intelligent, Tenmozhi is simple and humble. 3 rules again. First, change the complex conjunction into its phrase. And second, regarding the subject, if the subject in both the subordinate class and main class are the same, drop the subject in the first class, in the subordinate class. If the subject is a name, take it to the main class. Then, if the subject in the subordinate class and the main class are different, change the subject of the subordinate class into its possessive class. Then regarding the verb, present participle. Then see, though I helped him, he could not succeed. Dear student, in the first sentence, though Tenmozhi is the subject both in the subordinate class and the main class. But in the second sentence, in the subordinate class, I is the subject. In the main class, he is the subject. So the subject are different. So, though, rule 1, though, in spite of. I, possessive subject, possessive, my. Helped verb, helping. That's things are wrong. 3 changes. 1, complex phrase. Subject, possessive. Verb, present participle. Though I helped him, he could not succeed. In spite of my helping him, he could not succeed. Second example. He is honest. He is respected. He is honest. He is respected. Okay. As its phrase is because of on account of going to due to for particular use is as because. Okay. He, the subject are the same. So I have dropped the subject. Then verb is present participle is being. Things are as he is honest because of being honest. As he is honest because of being honest. Yeah, the main class will be as it is. Dear students, if 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 the if the adjective has is a noun, then the present participle and the adjective can be replaced by its noun, honesty. It is being honest can be replaced by honesty because of being honest or because of honesty. Because of being honest or because of honesty. Both of them the same meaning when the subject is the same. It's okay. So, because of being honest, he is respected, or because of honesty, he is respected. So, as he is honest, he is respected. The complex sentence can be converted into a simple because of being honest, he is respected, or because of honesty, he is respected, or because of his honesty, he is respected. Then third, when the rain stopped, people moved on. As soon as the time class, the rain stopped. As soon as the rain stopped, people moved on. Here, when as soon as its phrase is on, then in the subordinate class the subject is the rain. In the main class the subject is the people. The rain. So it is a common noun. It cannot be changed. It cannot have its possessive. It need not. See, on the rain. So we keep the subject as it is. On the rain. Stop. Verb stopping participle. Things are over. On the rain stopping, people moved on. When the rain stopped, as soon as the rain stopped, on the rain stopping. When as soon as on the rain as it is, then stopping. On the rain stopping, things are over. On the rain stopping, people moved on. Then Shakespeare was not only a writer but also an actor. Shakespeare was not a writer, not only a writer but also an actor. Dear students, here we will say easy the tabular column. You should get thorough knowledge of the phrase complex conjunction and compound conjunction. Here, not only but also is the complex conjunction. Its phrase is besides. Not only but also is a complex conjunction. Its phrase is besides. So not only but also these are replaced by besides. Then in the subject in both the sentences are same. Shakespeare is the subject of both the sentences, subordinate clause and main clause. So we take the subject into the main clause. First phrase, second subject changed, third verb changing into participle, was, be, things are over. So first not only but also besides. Then subject Shakespeare brought back. Then verb was, being used. Shakespeare was not only a writer but also he was an actor. Besides being a writer, Shakespeare was an actor. Then after Kumar had got his degree, he went to USA. After, its phrase is after. Then subject to Kumar. So take it to the main clause. Then heard, its present participle is having. Things are over. After Kumar had got his degree, after having got his degree, Here Kumar went to USA. Here the he is dropped. Kumar went to USA. See, dear students, here you can either use after as a phrase or without the phrase after. You can use this sentence. After having got this degree or having got this degree, both are acceptable. Both the phrases after having got this degree or having got this degree, both the phrases are accepted. After having got this degree, Kumar went to USA. Having got this degree, Kumar went to USA. Then before Veeran became a teacher, he got worked in a bank. So before Veeran became a teacher, we got to reduce it in a phrase. Before, phrase is before. It is conjunction, it is phrase. Veeran and he, the same name. So Veeran is brought to the main class. Begin, past tense, present participle beginning. Things are before Veeran became a teacher, he had worked in a bank. Before becoming a teacher, Veeran worked in a bank. Dear students, it is in the complex sentence, the event that happened first has been expressed using past perfect. When we change it into a simple sentence, you can create the past perfect as it is, or you can change it into simple past. Both are acceptable. Both are accepted. So, before Veeran became a teacher, he had worked in a bank. Before becoming a teacher, Veeran had worked in a bank. Before becoming a teacher, Veeran worked in a bank. Before becoming a teacher, Veeran had worked in a bank. Before becoming a teacher, Veeran worked in a bank. It is past perfect. It is simple past. It is possible. It is simple past. Then seventh one. When my father was working in Madurai, I studied in Madurai. You got to change it. Dear students, the phrase of oil is during the time of. One. Then my father, I. Subjects are different. So my father is, we have to keep my father as it is. Then was working. Remove was. We got to change it into present participle. Was working, present continuous, past continuous. We got to use its present participle, that is working. Three changes. Why? During the time of. My father, no change. Was working. Things are over. During that say, when my father was working in Madurai, I studied in Madurai. It is during the time of my father working in Madurai, I studied in Madurai. Then, if you are honest, you will be respected. You see, we got to reduce the subordinate clause if you are into a phrase. If its phrase is in the event of or in case of, then you. So drop the subject. It is not needed here. Then or when being is present participle. Things are over. One if in the event of. You drag it because here also the use is the subject. Then are its present participle is being, things are over. If you are honest in the event of being honest. If you are honest in the event of being honest. Okay? In the event of being honest, you will be respected. These students, very important thing. Tutu. The tutu means it is symbol. So that not formless. Very and so not. Very and so not compound. Here we are seeing, we are changing complex into simple. See, tutu. He is so short that he cannot touch the. So short should be reduced to two. Symbol two. Then that he cannot. These three words should be removed by term. Change so to two, and that he cannot tear. The word T should be pronounced as a tear before consonant sound and two before vowel sound. Tear before consonant sound. Two before a vowel sound. Okay, so He is so short that he cannot touch the room. He is too short to touch the room. It's simple. It is complex, it is simple. Then the box is so heavy that I cannot carry. It is a complex. Here, so its phrase is two. Then that I cannot should be replaced by two. That cannot is replaced by two. As here, the subject both in the subordinate class, it is the main class, it is the subordinate class. It is the main class, the box is so heavy, it is the main class. That I cannot carry as a subordinate class. In the subordinate class, both the subjects, the box and I are different. So, this subject should be changed into its, object. And for plus object, the subject should be changed into for plus object. So I for me, you for you, we for us. So both are different here and here. So this subject should be changed into object. So to that I for me, then that cannot to. The box is so heavy that I cannot carry. The box is too heavy for me to carry. The I has been changed into for me. Then that cannot have been changed into ta. Then the third example, the box is so heavy that it cannot be carried. Here both the subject, the box and it are the same. So no problem. So its phrase is to. That it cannot be, should be replaced by ta. The box is too heavy, so heavy that it cannot be carried. The box is too heavy to be carried. That's all. The box is too heavy to be carried. Dear students, in the second examples, the same. The subject and everything are the same. But here the tense alone is different. Here the tense is, in the first example, the tense is present tense. But in the second example, the tense is past, simple past. So, when the tense in the main class is this simple present, we should use cannot in the subordinate class. When the verb in the main class is past and simple past, we have to use could not in the subordinate class. That is the only difference. That's all. Then all other things are the same. My dear students, elders and educationists, thus you can see what is a complex sentence and what are the rules that change a complex sentence into a simple sentence. When we reduce a complex sentence into a simple sentence, we will say we reduces the number of words used and the message in the phrase. The class, when we reduce a class into a phrase, with a subordinate class and main class, it's the meaning is the same, but the way of expression is very sharp. Okay, so what is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is one which has one subordinate class and one or more main classes. That's and what are the rules to change a subordinate class into a simple? What are the rules to change a complex sentence into a simple sentence? See, mainly three rules. See, we have to change the subordinate class into a phrase, and the main class should be kept as it is. Only the changes we are going to effect in the subordinate class. Three rules: change the subordinate conjunction into its phrase. Rule 2, change the subject into its possessive. But if both the subject in the main and the subordinate class, the subject are the same, drop the subject. If the subject in the subordinate clause is a name, then take the name into the main class. If the subject in the subordinate class and main class are different, then change the subject of the subordinate class into its possessive. That's then third rule. Change the verb into its present participle. These three things we have to effect. When we do these three things, the subordinate class is reduced into a phrase. Conjunction into phrase. Subject either removed or changed into its possessive. The verb is reduced into present participle. Okay, this is very, my dear students. A sentence. If I am talking to you, I am doing it through sentences. The sentences that I am using may be either simple or complex or compound. These three kinds of sentences are used in English. So if I am talking with you, I am using any one of these three kinds of sentences. Three types of sentences I am using when I am talking to you. So be extremely careful. Learn. Types of sentences, simple, complex, compound, and converting one sentence into other type of sentences. So have it. So, my dear students, elders and sisters, I thank all of you for listening to my class of complex sentences. We will meet in the next class. Till then, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.